So it's Greg Hensley with Stone Edge Surfaces. Today we are creating a brick look. Right now, we have done our scratch coat yesterday with a bonding agent primer 100 beneath that for adhesion to the drywall. And now, after we've had our scratch coat cure sufficiently, now I'm basically using the same primer agent. I'm getting mostly about 80% coverage. I'm not going to get all up into every little tiny groove, but I have those ledges. I got a lot of bonding agents going to adhere that top coat product 100% to the scratch coat. But using this primer 100 or the primer 110 or the bond coat is just added insurance for your top coat of material to never have to worry about a delamination issue of product at all. Hey, so I'm Greg Hensley with Stone Edge Surfaces, and we're getting ready to apply some Pro Wall Mix. I got my Hawk, my trowel. We're going to throw a little bit, but I have my scratch coat. We've already primered. Most of it's become tacky, and I now am going to use anything I can grab that I don't have to break my back, and I'm going to start applying some of this wall mix. We've put a base coat up here to create a brick look. We used our white wall mix. Now I've taken a mesquite and I'm going to create a color coat using our Pro Trowel mix with a little bit of linen color packed to it. We're going to spray it over top of it, hit it with a pool trowel, and then stamp it. Add me a little bit more on there if you would. I'm just going to do another layer for good measure. Oh. If I hit it too hard, I'm going to let that white bleed back through. Okay? It's not a huge bad thing. You might have a little bit of white color on your bricks, but all I want to do is just needs to be, the wall will be booted. Now, some of those dimples from the spray, that can be part of the texture of your stone too. And I'm going to let that be. That's it. Now we're going to use that color scanner. I tell you what, we'll hold it, let him, John. Nice and easy all the way to the bottom. So it's Greg Hensley with Stone Edge Surfaces. Today we are creating a brick look. We've put a base layer of our white wall mix up. We've taken our Pro Trowel mix and added a mesquite linen type of color to that to spray on just to the actual surface of that material, and then we textured it out with one of our light texture skins, and now we're going to carve through the actual top coat back down to the white base to create a more realistic looking brick look. I don't have a mason's rule today, so we're just going to use, I'm going to go every 3 inches with my cuts, and I'm basically going to go with the 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. All right, that's it. Other side, same thing. Three, 6, 9, 2. Okay, so now we're going to take our straight edge with 2 guys. I'll do the cutting since we only have you. Sometimes we'll have 2 guys doing the cutting. One's going to be coming the other way, and I'm going to just be doing most of the cutting while these guys hold it right at the bottom of each one of those marks. You can let it kind of angle in just enough. You want to go right up a little bit, right to the bottom of it, and I will ride along. And I will cut the material. Boom. Go to the next one. I'll get them all preliminary first, then I can come back and get them a little bit deeper if I need to.
Somebody ain't steady.
Was that crooked?
No, I said steady, not crooked.
And see, finish that out later. Get your preliminary lines first. Do you want to cut one? Come to you. You can touch it. You can touch that to it. Make sure your wing nuts to the top. And just don't go too deep, because you're going to carve this way. Okay. All right, start again. Come back. Go a little deeper. Go a little deeper. And just go. Just go. Bring this away. Drop it. Come back. We're going to go. So now that we're carving our actual wall mix back down to that white grout joint, more of an off-white grout joint, we've had this material on the wall approximately an hour and a half. Would be what I would believe is how long it's been on here. It's given enough time to congeal to get to a point where I can carve through nice and feed like butter without having it to make a mark. Now be careful, you only want the top part to touch. If the bottom part touches, it'll make that indentation from the actual. So the faster you go, the better. The more it just feeds through like butter, the better. So that you're not, and you're gonna have a buildup of fibers too. So as you're building up the fibers, then you can go through and knock your fibers out. Before I get these any deeper, I want to go ahead and do my vertical lines now. So if I can get you guys to hold it along the top. And I believe a normal brick is about 9 inches long. How long? 9. So I'm going to make my, I think it's close enough for doing it. Let's come right down there. Excuse me. So now I'm going to make a mark on the top layer, and I'm going to make a mark on this layer. And from that, I should be good. I don't have to make any more marks on the project. So I'm just going to make one there. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Okay? So now I'm going to come in here, and if I didn't really want to, I could just D in the middle, and I could do it by eye. You don't have to feel like you got to put your measurement up there for every single thing that you're going to do. As a matter of fact, just take it away. I'm going to do about eye. I'm going to stand right in the middle. I'm going to just look right in the middle and eyeball it. No brick is perfect. Now the biggest thing you want to do here is you do want to try to make sure that you don't have your fibers too much built up into your tool when you're carving this through. And you might want to go up and to the side. I think I meant down and up is what I meant to say.
I was waiting for you to do the side.
And once I get it, then I can come back and I can make them deeper. If I waited a little bit longer, I could go faster. But if I wanted to, let's see what happens. It's not bad, it's not bad. You just gotta be careful of your buildup of fibers. Now, each time you go, you wanna make sure you skip, right? So there we go. Everybody kind of understand where we're heading?
Into that brick wall.
Into that brick wall. And don't feel crazy about having a little chipped edge here and there. I mean, we're coloring this tomorrow. This ain't even been colored yet. You can leave it just like this. I don't know why I got so excited. You stick it right back into the mix that you had. And I'm going to color these bricks tomorrow anyway. So, just make sure you get some dark material and fill it right back in.
That's all. I mean, you could leave this that color. That's exactly right.
Do you scuff it with sandpaper?
Absolutely. That's the last thing I do. All right, now that I got the pattern pretty much.
It's just like real brick right there. Isn't it?
Just get a steady in for that, yeah.
I'm just following through what I've already created.
See how it's giving a little weight, it's making it more realistic.
Yeah, true.
We'll go out. I'm going to go out a little bit more aggressive to let whatever chip off. Let it go. Just go ahead and chip off.
From the troweling?
Yep.
Yep, right here.
Yep.
That's what I was wondering. When you go to brick, because they usually go pretty flash to.
Pretty straight.
There we go.
She does too.
The sooner you go at it to carve, the more of the little edges you can chip off to get more of like a Victorian. Yep. To me, the carving tool does it faster and easier, but you absolutely could. And you may have more of a technique with it than me with that.
I don't want instead of bringing your ruler out, just run brick tape, on the edges. You cannot do that to get your.
You were there. You were there,
marks.
sir.
I thought instead of using the brick ruler.
Yeah.
Marking your zeros, could you just.
And if somebody will grab me a chip brush, 3-inch, 4-inch, it don't matter. 3-inch, it does matter.
One of these?
Yes, sir. The small one.
I'm gonna quit doing floors.
I done got Tracy sold.
I see my coat like do a vertical when he goes further on now. Standing up. You're standing up or sitting on a stool.
Yeah, I'm picking it up.
I ain't on my knees all day.
I know it ain't perfect. I just wanted to clean up that edge because it looked terrible. All I'm doing is I'm knocking off all the burrs, softening up the grout joints, exposing the sands, taking the roughness from the car from around the edges of the actual brick. But the most that I'm doing is knocking out all those burrs and softening up around the edges of the stone.
Did you do that oil to concrete?
I didn't. Emil Guerra did this in a gray mix with our red on the outside of that ICF building for the decorative concrete lab. But yeah, we had this done out there. I think that's one of his main business avenues is creating brick. We have another guy up in Michigan that if he didn't break his back, he'd probably be still doing a lot of brick, but Tim Steimers used to do a lot of brick as well. Build up or anything like that. We're trying to create a reclaim. If you happen to put two beside each other of the same color, who cares? I'm going to put three beside each other of the same color right here.